Today, I'm going to show you how to use Ripa, Antonio Conte, the manager of Inter Milan, how to get the best out of him, and how to play well with him. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Quick edit. As this is my first manager review, I just want to know how you viewers and subscribers feel about this video. If you liked how I set up the video, how I set up the manager review, as it is my first, and just let me know in the comment section. And once again, I hope by the end of the video you know how to use this manager. So with that said, let's hop into the video. Ripa, Adaptability 87, Management Skill 870. This formation is similar to that of Gasperini's, but you have more advanced wide midfielders and a more advanced AMF. So the entire attacking line is more advanced, and the defensive pivots or defensive midfielders are deeper, as opposed to Gasperini, where the midfields are a bit more advanced than the defense, but the midfield is quite flat and has a low lying AMF. A strong, rigid defense is very key in this formation, which is why I suggest in the middle you use Puyol. He has great heading, great jumping, physical contact is awesome, aggression, everything. He has heading and man marking and the destroyer playing style, just to add that little more perk. So he is going to be a very key guy. Sol Campbell as well, you can use him. He doesn't have a play style for his legend. He's a destroyer in his IM, a good heading, good physical contact, good aggression. He has heading, interception, man marking. Van Dijk is a build-up player, and you can use that heading and that weighted pass, whatever, for long balls and stuff. You can even use Koulibaly if you want and double up with 2 destroyers and a build-up, or if you have his Sol Campbell's IM card and Koulibaly as well as Puyol, you can triple up with 3 destroyers as long as they have man marking, heading, good strength, and all of that. That will be good. For the defensive midfielder, you can go for an anchorman or a destroyer. So Gilberto Silva and Vieira will do. You will also want an orchestrator beside, like Frank Rijkaard, who has excellent passing and also does well with ball winning. So that will be something that you will want. Somebody who does have a weak foot like him, and you want somebody with one touch pass, weighted pass, and can also mark. So Rijkaard is such a good player to have in this formation. On the sides, you can have Neymar. He has good speed, good crossing. Anybody with good speed, good crossing, no weak foot can go on the left side, which means Ansu Fati is compatible, Nedved is compatible. On the right, same thing, Lionel Messi. He's a beast. You always want to have him in his side. Good, everything, creative playmaker. Ansu Fati, as I said, will do also. Good dribbling, good speed, has the double touch skill, everything you need. Nedved, box to box. If you don't have Neymar stuff, you can use Nedved. Nedved is a very, very good player. In AMF, you can place a creative playmaker like Neymar if you want to bring on Ansu Fati, but you will have a creative playmaker or a classic number 10, which is why Neymar, Messi, Hullit, and Zico are highly recommended for this area. In the striker position, you always want a fox in the box. Fox in the box and goal poacher. That is an amazing duo. Kun Aguero and Romario, that's just such a good duo. And on the bench also applies Lukaku, very strong, very good heading, outside curler, fox in the box. Haaland, an awesome super sub to have, and he has that goal poacher skill, so that will be good for you. Speaking of underrated players who have super sub, Nakata is one of them. If you have him, use him. He's awesome. Color as well if you have him. Also, a quick tip on goalkeepers. If your tactics are long ball, use a defensive goalkeeper. But this is possession game and short pass, so you should use an offensive keeper. Do not use defensive. Oliver Kahn, those type of goalkeepers will not be compatible. Use offensive goalkeepers. I repeat, use offensive goalkeepers. If your tactic is long ball, use defensive goalkeepers. That's just a tip. I will go in more detail on this in another video. So when you use this setup, there's just so much support. There's just so many players running, making a move, looking to latch onto the ball, looking to score goals, looking to provide support, looking to come over. It just gels so well, and I just hope that it works out for you because it's such a good setup to have. Once again, Lukaku with his strength, that's such a good player to have. And there are just so many things. Look at the support. Then Neymar, just the beautiful passing skill, goal in the AMF. He does well there. In this setup, I cannot stress it enough. There is so much options, so many options. There are just so many people running back, so many people going. They're looking to combat, they're looking to defend, then they look to push up, they look to go up in the field, and there's just so much support, and it's just such a good setup, and the team gels so well. And I really want you to use this setup. It works really well. I will be making another manager review soon on Mbps. He is also another great manager to have. He does so well for me, and I hope he does well for you. Just to sum up the review and give more essence, I'm going to use a lot of examples here. Players coming back to defend, and Puyol just gets his noggin on it. Once again, players coming back to defend, and when we are going on the attack, they push up, the players push up, and look, Messi comes up on the sides, coming up, and that's a good attack. And these are great examples of how this team will work for you. Once again, just how the support comes through, it just gels, and it's just such a fluid side. I'm not sure if it shows flexible or not, but it's not really flexible, but it's a fluid side. There's just some difference to it, but it's just such a fluid side. It's just so fluid, and it just gels so well, and I really like it. I really like the setup. I'm liking the players that I'm using and how it works for me. Once again, this attack, this should have probably scored, but regardless, it's just such good attacks and fluidity in the side, and that's what you want in a team. Players making runs when it's time to attack, players coming back and applying pressure when it's time to defend, with the attackers applying pressure, the defenders coming back, and the midfielders coming back to defend. And it's just such a good setup, and I can't stress it enough. It's just so good, and I just hope that it works for you, because if it works for you and you have the compatible players, it's very, very good. So just to wrap up, it's just such a good setup again, such a good side to use. So it's just, I just hope it works for you. If you like the video, just leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Playing is believing. Peace.